It's my first time going live from the phone. I think the camera is right here. Oh, the camera's right there. So if I look right there, so if you see me looking over, it look a little weird. It is what it is. It's my first time going live from the phone. So part of me is a little different. I'm tired as fuck. I got an event tomorrow. Um, my event is the launch party for the Beef and Broccoli show. Um, so you could come through. You could meet Coco and Davita there. Um, that's at the 333 Lounge at the 333 Lounge. That's 333 Flatbush in Brooklyn. Let me make sure I got all the information correctly. I'm gonna give that to y'all. So I just wanted to let y'all know that it's my first time going live from the phone. So it's a little weird. Forgive me. I'm going live from my iPhone instead of the computer. This is dope though. Saving me a little bit of time of setting up the computer and all that stuff. So I wanted to test this out, see how it worked out. Let me see. Let me get this together real quick. 0927. Let me see. Yeah. So it's the 333 Lounge. Events. Okay. Okay. It's the Beef and Broccoli show. Yeah, the 333 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11217. It's from like 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that's 333 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11217. Um, yeah, that's happening. Um, so just come out. Y'all want to meet Coco? Finally, she's gonna be there. Y'all want to meet Davita? She's gonna be there. So just come out from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. You know, the 333 Lounge is the Beef and Broccoli Show launch party. That's a podcast that we're doing, but that's really for them. You know what I'm saying? Coco and Davita. You're not a boss until you make other people bosses. So, I made them partners on a new podcast. Then I'm live at SOB's um Sunday, April 9th. I'm doing a live podcast on the stage at SOB's from 7 to 8 p.m. Sunday, April 9th. This Sunday right here, April 9th. I'm live at SOB's from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. doing a live podcast. SOB's is 204 Varick Street. So come through, fuck with the kid. My shit all looking crazy and wrinkled and shit. But it is what it is. I'm here, just chilling on the couch. Shout out to everybody in Canada. Shout out to the homie and Stop and Shop I seen today. Shout out to the people I be seeing on the street when I'm walking around that be showing love. I'm just chilling on the fucking couch, just chilling. But I wanted to update y'all on some of the things that I had going on, so I just went live real quick. Again, I'm live doing a podcast live at SOB's, the world famous SOB's, April 9th. That's this Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. That's 204 Varick Street, New York, New York. So come out, hang with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be there having a good time doing a podcast live. Y'all could be in the building, witness me do a podcast live in front of an audience. And just have a good time with me. Come out, have a drink. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink. I drink water with you or whatever. But come out. You know what I'm saying? Come out. Fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see y'all in the building. I want to meet some of y'all. This is the place. I live all the way in Brooklyn. My office is in Brooklyn. I do a lot of interviews in Brooklyn. But this particular day, I'll be in Manhattan at the world famous SOBs. So April 9th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. is early. So you can still see, well, I guess The Walking Dead is off, so you ain't going to see that no more. But Sunday, April 9th, come fuck with me. That's this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? SOBs, 204 Varick Street. Um, this week also I have a Emilio Sparks interview. The interview that should be dropping tomorrow. I'm gonna drop that tomorrow. The True Master Hip Hop interview is done. It's already in the bag. I'm dropping that this week. I know I've been promising y'all this Wesley Muhammad interview. I'm gonna drop that. I have an interview with A Plus. That's right, A Plus from back in the days. I'm gonna drop that. I have an interview with King Just and Pop the Brown Hornet that I didn't drop. I'm gonna drop that. I have an interview with Tahir RBG, the producer of, he did a lot of Dead Prez records. I'm gonna drop that. What else I got? I got a lot of shit in the bag that I'm gonna drop, and then I have some other people that I'm gonna get it in with soon. Spoke to Lord Jamal. We should be collaborating on some stuff pretty soon. Cadillac Ty, we gonna collaborate on some stuff soon. Who else? Choke No Joke should be coming back soon. I have a few people, but I just really wanted to let y'all know about let y'all know about these events that I got coming up. So if y'all wanted to come out and holler and meet me and in the flesh in person, you know what I'm saying? That'll be dope. Then I have another thing that I'm doing. It's called the Next Wave for up and coming artists that's out there emerging, that been doing their things. And they got a chance to be on some of these platforms, but not some of the big platforms. I want to work with more underground artists that's emerging, that's doing their thing. The first episode that I did was with King Bo. It's called The Next Wave. It's called The Next Wave for two reasons. I'm from Waverly Avenue in Brooklyn, Waverly and Fulton Street. That's where I was born and raised, in Waverly and Fulton in Brooklyn. And the next wave, is when you think about the wave, you think about Max B. Now, when you think about Max B, you gotta think about me, because the biggest interview Max B ever did, we did that together. So I'm kind of like a part of, starting the wave when Max B was just really getting hot on the internet, via the interview. So I'm a part of the wave, and I'm from Waverly Avenue. So I was like the next wave, because we have a lot of people out here that's artists that's just not getting their just due. They're not getting seen the way they need to get seen. They're not getting the shine that they need to get. So I just want to be a part of being the next wave, being a part of the next wave of artists. Like I interviewed Dave East first. I interviewed Fetty Wap first. I interviewed even Cortez first. So I interviewed a lot of people that end up being very, very, big in the hip hop industry. So I just want to just contribute to the culture and just find new people to interview that's out there putting in the work, and put them on. You know what I'm saying? Put them on my platform, and hopefully from my platform they get on other platforms. True story. Fetty Wap came through. He I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I shouldn't, hold on, I got a booger in my nose. I shouldn't be saying that, but Fetty Wap paid me to interview him, right? Which is cool. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get his thing on, his thing out there. So he paid me to interview him, and I charged him something light. You know what I'm saying? A little sneaker money. So he came through. He didn't have the dreads. He had a flat top. If you go to Forbes DVD promo channel, you'll see the shit. He played me Trap Queen. And I remember, he had good energy. So I didn't laugh in his face. But after he left, I was like, yo, this kid is not going to make it. You know what I'm saying? That shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? And 2 weeks later, he was number one on Billboard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think a lot of times we judge music based off of our personal feelings, and we say what a person's gonna do and what they ain't gonna do. And then Fetty Wap ended up being out of here, but he paid me for the interview. And I'm not gonna say that he paid me for an interview per se, like to get the interview. He paid me for the promotion. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, but I've interviewed a lot of people, and the funny thing about that shit is that my resume, like when I think about my interviews, I forgot that I interviewed Gucci Man, OJ the Juice Man, Beanie Siegel. I interview so many people because my interviews are so scattered, and being that I just got on the on YouTube as far as putting my face out there, people think I'm a new person. But I did a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? But my interviews are all over 22 DVDs in the street, the come up DVDs. So many niggas that I interviewed before, you know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So, you know, uh I don't know about the companies leaving YouTube. I don't know. That hasn't affected me any. I'm not gonna let what they're doing affect me in no way because I'm still gonna do me regardless. YouTube or no YouTube, I'm not on here on YouTube, just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually putting out content. So, it is what it is. I don't have time to respond to trolls and haters and shit. Anybody who comes on my channel to talk shit about me, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna stop what I'm doing. You haven't stopped it in 9 years. You know what I'm saying? So why do you think you're gonna stop it now? You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you do. But regardless to what, I'm still gonna be doing SOBs. Uh, I'm doing SOBs this Sunday. I'm doing it's no cover tomorrow for the beef and broccoli launch party. You could just come through, just hang with us. You know what I'm saying? There's no cover, and I'm doing SOBs this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Come through. Hang out with us, chill out. You know, people that want to say negative shit. I wake up every day as new people with YouTube pages responding to me or talking to me or whatever, just trying to use my name to, do what they gotta do. Do what you gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? I've never met a hater in my face. When I'm walking the streets, people could tell you, you always see me in Brooklyn. You always see me in Atlantic Center. You always see me downtown Brooklyn walking around. I walk around with my chain on every day, everywhere, all my jewelry everywhere, all around Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And there's always love in these streets from the men, women, and the children. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. I don't have no problems. I don't have no problems with nobody. Somebody got a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. You know what I'm saying? I thought about doing album reviews, but I don't want I don't even want people to be in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? About fucking the album reviews and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want people to be in their feelings. But this is my first time going live from the phone. This is kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of dope. So I got a lot of different content to put out and shit. So I'm gonna be working on that. I'm still for the conscious movement. Hold on a second. You can send shit to my PO box. Let me get my PO box information for you real quick. Y'all can send whatever y'all want to my PO box, whether it's an album, whether it's anything you want to send. You know what I'm saying? I usually go live from the computer, but this is dope that I could do it from my phone. So this makes it easy. So now I'm gonna be going live from the street and shit like that a little bit more. This is dope. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. Let me get my PO box info. One second. So I be all over walking around and shit. Box. Where the fuck? I mean, I knew at the end of the day, with the YouTube thing, I knew it was gonna come to some type of head because, at the end of the day, it was a lot of fucking, black men and women making money off this shit. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna find a way to pull out, you know, they was gonna find a way to pull the sponsorships. I already knew that shit was gonna happen, and it was just people just doing too much with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So we had to find a way to we just gotta find a way to maintain. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay, the PO box is Box 340, 315 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11217. So you could put it Doggie Diamonds, box number 340, 315 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11217. Again, box 340, 315 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11217. You know. Um so I mean that's what it is. Like, the YouTube shit, they gonna do what they gonna do. This is corporate America. When you out here, you telling the truth, you saying certain shit, yeah. You know, the shit is just gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We just gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta figure it out. We just gotta keep fighting, keep striving. The truth still gotta get out. How it has to get out. And that's it. We can't let nothing stop us. And no. Box 340, 315 Flatbush Avenue, 315. You know what I'm saying? 315. Yes, 315 Flatbush Avenue. So if y'all have a book you want me to read, if you have you want to send me a mixtape, you want to send me some clothes, just make sure it's an extra large in the shirt, even though I'm really a large. But you know what I'm saying? Send me an extra large. You can send me a snapback, whatever. I wear it. It is too much money in YouTube. They gonna figure it out. Don't worry about that. So all the brothers and sisters with YouTube channels and shit, don't worry. Everything gonna be alright. Sometimes we just gonna take a little hit. You could donate. You could send money to my PayPal. My PayPal is doggiediamondstv@gmail.com. 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 That is my PayPal. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I like to tell people. You know what I'm saying? No, Doggie Diamonds TV. You have to spell it DOGGIEDIA, just like the hat. doggiediamondstv@gmail.com, just like the hat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta call young Marcus. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Tad just asked me how Marcus was doing and shit. So I definitely gotta call young Marcus and shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't speak to little homie in a while. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely gotta call young Marcus and see what's up with him and shit. But yeah, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yes, doggiediamondstv@gmail.com. Yup. The Emilio interview will be coming out tomorrow. I just didn't have the time today. I have I had a lot to do. I got an event tomorrow. I got an event. I have a lot of shit going on, so I couldn't really get to editing and shit. So my bad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who's supporting. Shout out to everybody who's in this chat room right now. You know what I'm saying? That's, shout out to y'all. I'm not gonna stay on long. I'm not gonna stay on here long. I gotta go. I got some work to do. Y'all can see I got the bags under my eyes and shit. I'm fucking tired. I've been walking like 20,000 steps a day, 25,000 steps. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I'm just humbly grateful You know what I'm saying? For to y'all for for supporting. I just try to do my best. I'm working. I'm a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get me some fucking sleep. You know what I'm saying? And that's really it. Nah, it's just really sleep. I just need sleep. And bags under my eyes is that's a trait that was inherited from my mother. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. From my family, she had them, and I sleep. A little bit, but I really be up working. When you're entrepreneurs, it's tough to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So I just wanted to put y'all on real quick. I'm gonna say it one more time. Tomorrow, if you're in the New York City tri-state area, come out, rain or shine. Um, I'm at the 333 Lounge tomorrow, Flatbush. Um, it's Flatbush, 333 Flatbush Avenue. Um, Koku's gonna be there. Davita's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody's gonna be there having a fucking good time. So come through. Meet Coco in person. She's gonna be there. I know a lot of y'all, fuck with Coco. Um, and this Sunday I'm going to be at uh SOB's doing a live podcast on stage. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just came on here to rock with y'all. It's midnight. I've been walking. I did about 11,000 steps today. I'm motherfucking tired, but one thing about me, I'm just very, very transparent. I'm not trying to front for nobody. If you got bags under your eyes from being tired, you got bags under your eyes. I'm not no dude that's gonna put a makeup. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking dude that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, people, this is real life. So we have boogers in our nose. Sometimes we don't have a fucking haircut. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times we have to be a little bit more realistic with life. We go on these things and we put ourselves out there, and people just expect us to be perfect at all times and shit. Sometimes you don't have a haircut. Sometimes you got a stain on your shirt. Sometimes you got a cough. Sometimes you got a cold. Sometimes you don't feel well. That's life. That's real shit. Sometimes you got to take a shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to piss. Like, this is real life. I'm not trying to fake the funk for nobody. I do not feel like I have anything to prove to anybody. I'm a real person. I put on my motherfucking pants one leg at a time, just like everybody else. And I'm not going to fake the funk to try to prove something. You know what I'm saying? And the funny shit is that we get knocked and we get shunned from aging. We act like we don't want to age. I got gray in my beard. I'm so fucking happy. You know what I'm saying? We act like we don't want to age. We act like our lips don't get chapped. We act, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not perfect. I'm not a robot. I'm a human fucking being. So, I love myself. I love where all I accomplished, and I love where I'm going, and I love, what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna be fake for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I got bags under my eyes. Yeah, that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I need a haircut. Yes, I'm scruffy. That's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit be happening. You know what I'm saying? That's real life shit. Nobody's gonna make me be ashamed of something that I'm not ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? That's a weak motherfucker, and that's a weak-minded person. You know what I'm saying? And if you're afraid of aging, and if you're afraid of staying up a little bit because you gotta work, I'm an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? The funniest shit is that how some people have to get up, and they got bags under their eyes, and they have to get up and work for somebody else. I got bags under my eyes, and I work for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own boss. You know what I'm saying? So, don't stop letting people make you feel bad or feel ashamed for being a fucking human being. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. Stop letting people feel ashamed. I don't know who the fuck this is, but they gotta fucking get kicked out of the room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they gotta go. Yeah, no, I'm not even talking to trolls. I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying, just for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with no trolls. I'm just saying for everybody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, just love yourself. Love who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think we try to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And because we put ourselves out here for the world. It takes a lot to put yourself out here for the world. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to get on camera and then you're under scrutiny. And I think the scrutiny get to some people. That shit don't bother me because I'm going to do me regardless. I'm still, like I said, I'm going to live my motherfucking life. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. It's just never going to change who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking man and I'm going to continue that. So in closing, I got to get out of here. I got to go. I just wanted to put y'all on to some of the events that I got going on. I'm going to drop these interviews in the next couple of days. Wesley Muhammad, Emilio Sparks, Pop the Brown Hornet, True Master, all hip hop interview, talking about Wu-Tang stories, dope shit. And I got some more coming. You know what I'm saying? Peace to everybody in the room. Peace to everybody who who's been supporting me. Peace to the new supporters. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Black entrepreneurship, black men doing what the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Not succumbing to any hate, not succumbing to any threats, not succumbing to any pressure. Living life and being royal. You know what I'm saying? And wearing your crown at all times. You know what I'm saying? Always motherfucking keeping that crown on. You know what I'm saying? Always wear your crown. If you tilt your head, if you put your head down, your crown gonna fall. That's for the dudes and the men and the women. You know what I'm saying? Do not tilt your head. Do not bow your head. Your crown gonna fall. Keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have hard times. We gonna have trials and tribulations. Shit ain't always gonna be right. YouTube gonna play with it. You know what the great Dr. Khalid Muhammad, the late great Dr. Khalid Muhammad always said, when you fucking follow the rules, they change the rules. He told us that. You know what I'm saying? So we've been following the rules. They gonna change the rules. As they change the rules, we gonna find a new way to just make it happen. So for everybody with your YouTube channel out there and they playing games with the money, don't worry, we gonna get through that. We gonna find a way. They didn't want us to get money in the first place and we getting money. So we gonna get to the money. Don't even worry about that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to the money. We gonna be all right. I'm not concerned with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna keep doing me regardless. If it was a fucking nuclear holocaust, the only thing that might be alive is me, roaches, and the rats. This is actual facts. Because we done survived in the bowels of slave ships for months and we made it here. You know what I'm saying? And we made it here in this country and we still here. So YouTube can't stop nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not no fucking coward. I'm a fucking king. I'm a warrior and I'm a soldier. So why the fuck would I ever be scared of some fucking YouTube shit playing with fucking money? That ain't gonna stop me. That ain't gonna stop me. And that shouldn't stop you. And you shouldn't be fucking fearful of anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the realest shit. Our people done survived the harshest conditions, coming from a warm fucking climate, coming to this country in harsh, cold, harsh conditions, chain, rape, beaten, pillage, and motherfucking, taken out of their natural fucking habitat, coming over here, and look what they did to us. You know what I'm saying? And we still here thousands of years later. So we can't be worried about nobody and nothing and what they trying to do to us, because they can't do shit to us. They tried everything and we still here. You know what I'm saying? We still here fighting and busting their ass too. Yeah, we take some L's, we take some lumps, but we busting their ass. We multiplying, we wisening up, and we still motherfucking, building with one another. So it is what it is. So we gonna take some lumps along the way too. We gonna lose some people in this battle, but we good. You know what I'm saying? We good. So I don't want nobody, lowering their head and feeling like we down and out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we don't do that. We don't succumb to this pressure. You know what I'm saying? We don't succumb to this pressure. We still here. Look at us. We on they shit. You know what I'm saying? We on they motherfucking platform talking our shit. And they could try to take, you know what I'm saying? They could try to take the money, but we gonna get money regardless. You know what I'm saying? And that's from your that's from your ancestry. You know what I'm saying? That's from your ancestry. That's like that's your lineage. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that your people survived that, that's your lineage. That's in your DNA as a survivor. You know what I'm saying? That you're a survivor. Just always, you're not a victim of anything. You're a survivor of many things. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, I gotta go. I got some editing to do. I'm gonna do a little bit of rest. Do a little bit of the rest thing. Um, we gonna be alright. I just wanted to say that to y'all. Um, Scar on my hand is from fighting. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm a warrior. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for supporting as always. I gotta go. If you wanna holler at me, Doggie Diamonds at Doggie Diamonds DOGGIEDIAMONDS on Instagram. I want to see y'all on Instagram. Hit me up on the Instagram, Doggie Diamonds, DOGGI. I can't even spell my shit. DOGGDIAMONDS on Instagram. Holla at me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And hit me up and say, yo, this is such and such from YouTube. And I definitely holler back. You know what I'm saying? Let me know that you from YouTube on the Instagram. And again, we not a victim of nothing, but we survivors of everything. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I bid y'all good night. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good night, man, and have good thoughts, good dreams. And we build later on. I build with y'all later on. I got some work to put in, and thank y'all for all y'all support. Love.